Okay, so today I want to introduce you to the Destiny online public access catalog, or the OPAC, and we're going to look at Pitt State's IRC website. I'm also going to show you real quick your website that you'll be using through Frolic. We have a dummy, I'll call it, account that they let us use, which is very nice, very helpful. So here when we go to the Pitt State's IRC, some of you may have used this already, but we can either log in as an administrator up here, or we can just go in as a patron. So I'm going to go in as a patron right now. And when we go in as a patron into Destiny, this is the card catalog. And we can search any book, any way that you would, as if you were in an old card catalog. There's titles, authors, subjects, but you can also do keywords. And so we're going to look here, and let's say we want to look up, I would do Divergent, but I don't think we've got that series. So let's see, do we have Hunger Games? Can't remember. Now we're going to click on title, and yes, we do have Hunger Games. So what I love about Destiny, it's one of the things it puts in is a picture of the image of the cover. So you can see it, you write it down, and you get the picture in your head, so when you go looking on the shelves, oh yeah, that's it. Now I know some books, they end up changing covers depending, but here's the thing, the cover that matches the record that was used in the system should be the same as the cover that's on the shelf. Why is that? Because that physical description comes into play, and the book with the physical description and in the bibliographic record is the cover that goes with that specific item in hand. Okay? So it should be the same actually. So we've got the cover, we can see, oh yay, we've got it, and it's available, hooray. And when we click on the actual title, now we see the record, and we see what it's about, and we see the call number. We can look a little closer if we want to. We'll go to Title Peak, and it shows us the book title. We can look at author notes, reviews from different journals, okay, first chapter of an excerpt. So Title Peak lets us see a little bit deeper into the book, and here we can look a little more. What genre is it? What topics are talked about? We can go on down and just scroll if we want to, or use the links up there. So we can get a little more information before we decide if we want to check it out or not. So Title Peak is really awesome too. Okay, so that's what Title Peak is. And Title Peak, it draws all its information from where? From the bibliographic record. Okay. So we can see all the information about the book here. We can go over here to reviews in the top. And if there are reviews that people have made in our system that we would add, then we would see those here. What copies do we have, and whether they're available or not. Okay. So we'll go back to the title details. If you decide you want it, you can add it to a list, and then you can print off your list. We can translate this into Spanish, so if we have Spanish users, okay, turns it all into Spanish, most of it anyway. Let's go back to English. Alright. We look at Destiny Quest here. It's going to show this book. Okay. What Destiny Quest does, it tells us what are the top 10 items that have been checked out in the library in these past, few days. Okay, so tells you what it is and whether it's in or out. Most of these are all checked out. Okay. You can make lists if we want to, and you can tell we don't use Destiny Quest a lot in the IRC. Some libraries use it more than others. You might talk to your librarian if you use Destiny at your school and see what they have in Destiny Quest. We have new arrivals. These are books that have been added recently, so people can see what those books are and whether they're in and ready and all of that. Okay. So that is Destiny Quest. You can search around in there if you want to. Let's see, so we're going to go back. Okay, so now we're back in the catalog. Resource lists, like I say, we don't use this a lot, but we can add lists here as well. Those of you, again, whose library might use these more, might ask about this. We have lists you can create. There's public lists. I don't know if there's anything if it generates or not, because I know we don't do that. We pretty much just put our books in and call it good. I think what would be nice on this is if we could get books in by maybe by genre, especially for children's literature courses, because I have to check books out by genre. That would be wonderful. Just haven't made it that far into this yet. So, okay. So if we also want to, again, we can search in here, and it just is going to give us, you know, what we need, and we can even refine it. We can make it, if we want a video, we don't want a book, what reading level we want it in, we can put that in here, what the interest level is, and we can put that in there. All sorts of ways we can refine our search and narrow it down. Alright, so that's just what the general user sees. Now then, if we go up here to log in, I'm going to log in here. So now I'm logged in, and that looks a little different up here. Oh, dashboard to take me anywhere. So we want to go to catalog, and you notice we now have more selections on the side, and this is for the cataloger. And we're going to, and here in another video, I'm going to show you the add title, show you, the search. Some places are going to use import titles because they're going to go out to another site like WorldCat or something and bring in records. Okay. We can update copies, update titles, do all sorts of things in here. We can look at our circulation statistics. This is where we check in, check out, make reneweds, put things on hold, assess fines, all of that. We create reports. If we need a report at the end of the year, we can look at that. And then the back office just tells us what jobs that have been going on. Okay, we can manage our patrons, which means we're kind of, if we have new students, like kindergartners that we have to add, or in the high school we got to roll the incoming freshmen into the system and roll the outgoing seniors out of the system. We can do those kind of things. There's a way to import, export, that kind of thing. So we can move people around. We can put pictures of students in here. We can add policies as we need to. We can set up a calendar so that when we're open and closed, and so people will know if they're trying to do things. And then there's a place to take inventory as well. Okay. Now we're not going to get through all of Destiny and what's in it. We're mainly going to focus on the catalog tab. Okay. So that's going to be our main focus. So let me show you real quick. Oh, will it let me? Okay. Well, it won't let me put it on this window. So let's see if I can do it now. Okay. So you're going to log in to your page that Destiny has given us, and you're going to need the hold on, I'll pause this for a minute. Okay, so you're going to need the username and the password that's supplied to you on the adding titles to the database page in Canvas. And our username is Destiny EDU. The password for October is orange. And when you're doing this, if it's November, make sure you use turkey. And those are both on that Canvas page. So don't worry, it's all there. Okay. So what you've done now is you have come into a school district's Destiny site. So this has got all the elementary schools, the middle schools, the high schools, and any district, or even the public library that might be part of this little consortium here. Okay. So our school that we're going to be using is James Monroe Middle School. Okay. So we go into this site, and it looks a little different than the IRC's page. because they've got, all sorts of different little links and a little welcome and all that. Okay. So, but it works the same for logging in. We're going to go up here to log in, and we're going to add the username, which is not the same. Okay. The site administrator login is also on the adding titles to the database page in Canvas. So it's admin 104. Okay, and then the password is password 1. Okay, and that's all there too. So we're going to log in. Okay. And on its dashboard, we get all sorts of reports here. Okay. Which is like, whoa! Okay, but right now, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go to catalog. And it looks, oh, why is it all textbooks? I don't want textbook search. I want, aha. Okay, so see, this is different. And so I'm glad we're doing this. Because here's the deal, we have textbook view. We don't want textbook view, we want library view. And so it's going to change this. And now we're going to go to catalog, yay! And they've got the set up as a visual view. To me this is great for elementary kids, but I want, for what we're doing middle school, I'm changing it to basic. You can do it however you want to. I mean, there's even a power list here, which is a really refined search. You can search by barcode if you know that. You can find a number, like an ISBN number, if you need that. And we're just going to basic. Alright. And again, all over here we have these different things we can do. Even a little different than what we've got in our IRC OPAC. One thing I haven't seen, which I'm going to look at here real quick, is the standard search for, let's do Kansas. And I want to find, I don't know what this is going to do. We're going to find is it fractions and mathematics, college and career ready standards. And we want grade, let's say grade 6. I'm going to search. Okay. Oh, looky there. And it gives us the standards. And let's see what happens is we choose this. And it's taking me to a list of activities. A lot of these are websites. We could also add books and resources that we have in our library that would go with the standard. Okay, wow, that's cool. Okay. So you might see if this is something that your school has, this standard search. I don't know if this is it just generates this. I'm intrigued. I'm going to have to look into this a little more. Okay. But, so this is what we're going to be using. And when you add information, you're going to go here to the add title. And I'll show you that when we do it here in a moment with actual books. Okay, so I don't want this to get too long. But when you remember, when you come in, we're doing James Monroe Middle School. And make sure over here it says library view. Because when we came in, it came in as textbook view. I don't know if yours will or if it'll come in as library. But we want the library view, and then we're just going to focus here on the catalog part. Okay? So, here we go. That's a kind of an overview. Destiny, there's a lot in here. A lot to see, a lot to learn about. Destiny will do a lot for your library, your circulation, and your organization of your resources. Again, we're just going to focus on the catalog part to see how to put in titles, add titles, make copies available in your school. So, here we go.